So when I was going through really shitty situations, or that at least I was judging it as really, really bad, when I was going through my lowest, I would go through, I would say, I would be angry, of course, right? And I'd be like, I hate you, God. I hate you, God. I hate you, God. Fuck you, God. I would literally utter those words. I would speak them very mad at God because I wouldn't understand, like, why? I'm not doing anything. Why is this shit happening to me? So that was like a while ago, and I forgot. I forgot that I would say that. I would go, I hate you, God. Fuck you, God. So the other day that I was communing with cannabis, so I was shown my lower self and my higher self. Like I saw them both. I'm like, oh wow. I had the experience of, so I had the same experience from a higher self and from my lower self perspective, right? In two different days. I had two. The first one, I clearly saw that I was operating from my higher self and I saw my lower self, right? But they were aligned. And this energy was coming from this left side, from the back of my neck, of love. It was love, right? So how I perceived it is God loving me. I know I am God. I know I am everything, but still I'm here from this physical perspective compared to all that is. So the experience is I'm feeling God's love coming from this side. The energy of love. It was beautiful, right? The love that we're all looking for, which we all are, but we believe we lack. So this energy's coming and I'm hearing the words. I am feeling, I love you. They're telling me, I love you. And I'm feeling the love. But what I'm hearing is not the words, I love you. It was the words, I hate you, God. Fuck you, God. I couldn't believe it. I was laughing. I was laughing like, wow, God has a sense of humor. So what was actually happening is I was receiving all these downloads and insights and understanding the energetic or the spiritual perspective of why I was going through the things that I was going through, that I was judging as harsh and bad and I shouldn't be here. And I was understanding from the bigger perspective. I was like, of course it had to happen that way. Of course it had to be that way, right? So the reason I was receiving the love with the words, I hate you, God, was for me to understand, remember those days that you were crying and you were angry, saying, I hate you, God, fuck you, God, for the things that I was going through. This is why you were going through this. This is what you were resolving, exploring, growing through, and how the pieces connected and why you had to go through it in the way you did. So every time I would get like an insight, a download, a broader understanding of who I am, at the same time, I would receive the love. I love you, but through the words, I hate you, God. Fuck you, God. I was laughing so much. And I was like, even more, fuck you, God. It was beautiful. So, so I was being loved even in my worst moments, even if I couldn't understand it because of, my lack beliefs and my fears and my blocks and my whatever story I was in at that moment. I couldn't see the bigger picture. So then the next ceremony that I had the same experience, but I wasn't in my higher self, I was in my lower self. And they showed me, this is how it feels when you're operating from your higher self, and this is how it feels when you're operating from your lower self. I was receiving the same dynamic download of information, the insights, what I was learning, what I was growing into, the awareness, and the love with the same words. I hate you, God. Fuck you, God. But I was not feeling the love because I was in my lower self. I was coloring it through the filters, through the vibration I was in. I couldn't feel the love, but it was the same energy. I was like, oh my God, this is how we are loved all the time, but we filter it through our own blocks. I couldn't feel the love, but I knew it was the same love. It was the same energy coming, but I couldn't feel the same way I was feeling before when I was in my higher self, allowing it because the frequency were the same. I was over here, so they were different. What? I was like, oh my gosh. So all the time, it's love. It's we from here that we block the love, that we block the experience of the truth of who we are with our, stories. But I loved it. I loved the sense of humor of, remember when you were, I hate you, God. Yeah, here's your gift. This is why, but I still love you. Even though you were damning me, even though you were hating on me, you're still loved. What else do I want? I am that love. But the veil, right?